at some level, you've got to walk the terrain of your own story. And I acknowledge with you, that, is there a risk of kind of living entitled? Like, well, I couldn't help it. See, I have this story and that's why I've sexually acted out, and it is what
Right.
it is. I would say, walking through your story is not an act of entitlement. It's actually very difficult to face pain. And what I'm actually inviting you to do is actually experience and heal and grieve with kindness the pain you've held in your story. And I'm convinced that sex addiction is actually the way we keep ourselves split. It is how we manage our divided heart. It's how we manage our wounds, our trauma,
Mm.
right? Even our
Yeah.
present day wounds, right? They don't have to be just childhood pain, but
Right.
your addiction is actually how you're avoiding pain. It's
Hmm.
and how you're avoiding your wounds. So, is there risk of entitlement? I don't think there is if you are
Hmm.
genuinely being kind to your pain, meaning
Mm.
I'm gonna let myself grieve it,
Right.
and face it, not just sort of manage it from a distance, um, right? But I'm actually gonna face it and walk into it.
Hmm.
And that act of self kindness,
Yeah.
self love, uh, will take a lot from you, because you'll have to feel pain again. And again,
Yeah.
not pain just
Yeah.
sadistically, but pain with a different level of kindness. Most of us,
Mm.
in our, we don't bury our trauma primarily because of its pain. I'm convinced we bury our pain far more because of the shame it holds, because there was no one
Yeah.
there to help us
Yeah.
actually grieve it. And
Hmm.
so we just shove it down and think it was a sign of our own weakness, right? Or like my friend who,
Hmm.
he's leveled by this moment with his dad, the gas pump, and he's left to sort of absorb those words without a chance to really grieve them, right?
Yeah.
So I would invite you to actually walking the terrain of your story will help you heal narcissism, egocentrism, right? Being, entitled is not the same as self love. It's actually a commitment to shame. And that might sound complex, but self love is the antidote to egoism. Being actually kind to yourself, right? Because, again, sexually acting out is not in any way bringing you honor or help,
No.
right? It's
Right.
wrecking your life. We know this, right? It's
Hmm.
actually the realm of evil convincing you to sabotage your life. So the antidote to self sabotage is an act of self love.
Mm.
So grieving your wounds, there's not a danger of you becoming entitled if you genuinely grieve them.
Yeah.
Meaning, I'm going to sit in the truth of what happened, and I'm going to sit in it with kindness, and I'm going to
Yeah.
let myself be vulnerable to the pain that's
Yeah.
there, and I'm going to do that gut wrenching work. I guarantee you will be changed, and you
Hmm.
won't be as seduced by the false, sirens of sex addiction,
Right.
because you'll start to realize this is actually doing nothing but degrading me.
Right.
Right?
Right.
This is sabotaging my life. These are substitutes. Um,
Hmm.
so I think that path is essential to the work of recovery.